Welcome to Bahamas. Welcome to Queen's Decking. My name is Clement. They call me Island Boy. I'm not those guys on TikTok and YouTube, even though initially there. Now the first thing my mama say is Queen, once the king, they have the princess. So also, welcome. The first time here.
First time to the
But I
Queen's
like to say
Circuit.
this, wherever you've been before you reach here, if anybody made you felt any type of way, I would like to apologize. But when you come here, it's my job to make sure you feel comfortable and at home. Now, I'm going to give you some history, let you know what this is you're looking at, and point out some historical things. Now, first, there's a sign on the lamppost. That's not for you. That says no professional photo. You're on vacation. I don't know who in the world tells people on vacation they can't take pictures, and pictures are memorabilia. Now, this is the Bahamas flag. The black is for the strength, the courage, and the unity of the people. The gold is for the sun, the aquamarine is for the water and the sky. This is the flag, Clay Thompson holds. Anytime you can say and you'll find it. Now we're going to start it like this. Bahamas experience, you could find true romance. So much to see, so much to do. Come along, I'll share it with you. Now, what you're looking at is not an act of nature. It took 600 women, men, and children working 18 hours a day, 16 years to hand carve this up. Using no dynamite this morning, folks. This tree here is the Bahamas national tree. It's called the Lichdom Whitey, in Latin, the tree of life. They used, before I was born, they made crops and propellers out of it. Now they make medicine for arthritis and bowling balls. Right. Now, all of this started in Virginia, Remington, Virginia, a very historical British territory in America. Lord Dunmore was the governor, slave master. He made the British felt that the French and Napoleon was going to attack the Bahamas. So the British funded him to build the fort. But instead, he went into West Africa, mainly Ghana, taking 600 women, men, and children, bringing them here and enslaving them and forcing them to hand the south, bringing everything to the top, the forts. If you look at the forts around the island, they look like old steamroller ships. The reason being why, imagine, in the 1700s there was nothing out there, and if you are passing by boat and you saw those forts, you would assume that this is sea and not land. An illusion the British used to protect their territory. Now, in case of an attack, which indeed the Bahamas never got attacked, they missed us and ended up in Haiti, turning Haiti into a French territory. Now, in case of an attack, the governor and his family would go into the governor's mansion, coming through a tunnel that will bring them here to Fort St. Castle, coming through the fort, coming out through that frame down there on the wall, making their way back to the pier, where their boats would have been rigged and always waiting. Now, King William really didn't like how Lord Dunmore took in the Africans and enslaving them, because he wrote him a letter telling him, I funded you to build the fort, not to enslave anybody. But he ended up dying in the year 1837. But his niece, Queen Victoria, being 17 at the time, and the longest monarch to ever sit on the throne, other than her great-great-granddaughter, Queen Elizabeth II, who stood it for 70 years before she passed away on the 6th of September year before last. She, Victoria, knew what her uncle would have wanted. So in the year 1838, on the 2nd of August, on her 18th birthday, she abolished slavery in all British territory. America was 1863, Texas was 1865. We in the Bahamas celebrate Emancipation Day every first Monday in August, America June 10th. Now the slaves didn't want to come back into this, not because they didn't appreciate her, but because many of those women, men, and children never made it out. And each time the slave would die, they'll take a piece of flowers or tree leaf, put it in those niches to the bottom to decorate the canyon in memory of those that have passed away. Now the descendants, appreciating her for her kindness, came back here in the year 1901 when Queen Victoria died. They didn't just want to put up a statue like the one in Parliament Square. They wanted to do something that nature could not destroy. So in the year 1901, when Queen Victoria died, those same, hello, good morning, those same descendants, you can listen in if you want to, those same descendants of the slave came back here to this canyon using the same chisel and hammers, knowing that you carve stairs from the top, coming down, But no, they wanted to carve these stairs from the bottom going up. When they reached the 64, because she reigned for 64 years, they realized that they couldn't get out of the canyon because they got mathematically challenged with the average. So they said, don't worry, be happy, added 2 more stairs, making it 66, so they could walk themselves out of the depths of slavery back out into freedom. That's how this got the name, the Queen's Staircase. Each stairs represents the year Queen Victoria ruled, except for the additional 2, making a man-made waterfalls on the left-hand side. That was done in the year 1969 on the Declaration of Independence, July 10, 1973, naming it Tandem, meaning an African freedom at last. We in the Caribbean got slavery abolished before America, but America got independence some 200 odd years before us. Here in the Bahamas, July 10, 1973, we celebrated 51 years of independence. America, July 4th, 1776, 245 years of independence. Paving the floor, covering one of the stairs, making it 65 if you count it, putting the bricks on it to preserve it, because the Bahamas formation is of limestone and coral. The rock gets corroded and slippery when wet. If you look right here from the place, you look here on the wall, you will see the chisel marks on the wall. Those are the original chisel marks. The nails are there because they used to have souvenir stores here, but now they moved them to the top, because with me giving you the history, them trying to sell you things, you won't comprehend and understand. Now, if you spin around for me, this tree here is over 200 years old. In Africa and India, you cannot count it, you cannot cut it, it's sacred. They say when Moses those made sacrifices to the Lord, they built the altars underneath these trees. It's called a banyan tree. The shaggy roots on the right hand side, when it hits the dirt, it's going to turn into a stick like the one on the side of it. Now, yellow and white building to the end, Princess Margaret Hospital, built in 1952, dedicated to the Bahamian people in the year 1955. That's when the paparazzi took a picture of Princess Margaret and the Admiral, saying that they were in love. They shipped them out to sea, shipped her around the Caribbean. 2020 is history wrote itself. Meghan grabbed Harry by the shirt, dragged him to America. They got married. The monarchy couldn't stop it. He followed his heart. He wanted a normal life. The fort was built in 1793. The fort consists of 3 rooms: dungeon, ammunition room, and rest period room. Original tenants were shipped back to England in the year 1844. White Tower to the top used to hold all the water for the island. Before we got our infrastructure, that there holds 85,000 gallons of water, 216 feet above sea level, 126 feet tall. That was built in 1928 by the French. Same guys that built the Statue of Liberty. It also serves as a lighthouse. Now, I'm going to tell you the meaning of Bahamas, what Bahamas is, and what that person who made the decision to say let's travel to the Bahamas meant. I don't want to know who made the decision, but I'm going to tell you what they meant, okay? Now, the meaning of Bahamas is Bajama, a Spanish word, meaning still clear, shallow waters. The word Bahamas derived from a Lucayan word, Bahama, meaning upper inner mainland. Now, this is what Bahamas is. Islands in the streams, that is what we are. Then they say, sail away with me to Bahamas land. You get love for each other's, so much love for one another, and like they say, oh, once is not enough, even twice, you don't see all of our stuff. I'm going to give you a joke. Christopher Columbus came out of jail in 1492, told the world that he discovered the Bahamas. We don't worry about him, because the whole world know he got lost trying to find Asia. But one thing the world did not know, that he was the first tourist to the Bahamas from Genoa, Italy. And he made the world know that once is not enough, because he still had to come back to some conch salad, peas and rice and gobbled. And like they say, we're going to go next year. We're going to visit down to the Bahamas. We have 700 islands in the sun, 31 inhabited, 2,400 rocks and keys. Folks, choose one. And please, folks, I want you to do me a favor. Especially the youngster, you get grandmama at home, I want you to hold her and give her a hug and a kiss for the island boy. Because I give my grandmama 70% of the love, I give my mama 30. When my grandmama pass away, then my mama get the full 100. Okay, and you give her a hug and a kiss and you tell her, going back to the island, say, don't worry, mama, don't cry. tell her you're coming to the Bahamas to see the island boy. You folks drink coffee? And what they say America runs on?
Coffee.
Dunkin'. And you know what they say about the island boy? They say the island boy is like Dunkin' Donuts. You know what they say? Dunkin' Donuts. Can't find it in the bakery. The island boy, you can't find him in America, even some parts of the island. I am the original island boy, not those guys on TikTok and YouTube, even though you may see me there. I hope you folks enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed telling you. I'm a courtesy guide. I don't get paid. I get tips for your kind generosity.
You can go up through the parking lot.
And you can see everybody else coming up. Morning, how you all doing?